Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 3. I am so delighted and excited you are here. Today will be all about embodiment, and I will share more about co-creating with me, which I'm very, very excited about. But first, let's do a little recap. So the first day was all about activation. You might be wondering, like, why am I doing it? Because it does land. The more I speak it, the more it's landing. The more I repeat it, the more it's landing. And I want it to land. So after this, it's not just like, oh, great inspiration. They were talking about this thing. It's like, I remember level 1. I really remember level 1, 2, 3. If you will remember that after this for the rest of your life, my mission is accomplished. See, that's what I want to have. I want you to have a new paradigm through which you are operating. That's what I want for you. So level 3. Very physical level activation, where you be activated through life. Anyone who has a partner knows how it works. They are the most magnificent activators in our world, or children, right? It's a very physical one. We're in physical motion. We're physically aware, like it's happening in the physical. Some of us would say triggered, but it's also being activated in delight when we watched a beautiful sunset. See, we're also activated in that sense. Beautiful. 2 is where we put our awareness into place, and we're really on this adventure and discovery. So we're exploring, and simultaneously, it is also the place of need, because we are being awakened, usually not by, oh, angels singing. It's usually because something is happening which is not that nice. And now we start searching for a solution, and we're awakening to new possibilities. So where the third one is more the one of struggle, the second one is the one of need. Now we go into the first one, the level 1 we want. That's what we came to experience. That's why all of our souls are being called into. Level 1 means desire. You choose by desire, you lead with desire, and your activation is happening by desire. Excitement. I love to be in this place, and this is expanding me. Can you feel that? You don't need to be here. You desire to be here because you love it. It feels good. And you still get activated and expanded. It's just not through hardship. It's not through need. It's through desire. It's the most profound divine frequency available. And we're destined to live our life through this way of activation. We are. Level 2, or level 2, day 2. Day 2 is all about alignment. What am I aligning to? Am I aligning to my reality? Very tempting in many ways. Someone is saying something, someone is doing something, and I'm instantly reacting. It's a very reactive way of being in physical form and just reacting to what you can see and aligning to that. There's not a bigger plan. It's just what you do, and we do this a lot. Also, you very spiritual awakened people, you do this still a lot. And it doesn't matter, but it's like, it's a thing. Second one is where you have a plan. Yay! Smart. I have a goal, and I'm gonna do 1 and 2, and then I get 3. It's where you think you have to do all the work. It's where you do create. But it is where it's actually all up to you, or where it's happening, the alignment is happening through a very physical way. Those of you who effort know this zone very well. Okay, hardworking people, anyone? This is your zone. You're in the zone. Just depending on what the zone is you want to access, okay? Level 1 will be the level where you are tuned in to your divinity, where you are tuned in to that highest potential, that vision, that soul's vision, what wants to come through you, and you align with that. This is where we can wait for things because we trust. This is where we are courageous enough to say yes and no, because we know it's coming. This is where we don't put timelines on our manifestation. This is where we lead with frequency and trust. and build new realities. We align with that. We literally create the new from trust, excitement, hope sometimes. It's the frequency where we know there's something else available. This is where the calling continues to knock on your door, and when you're not listening, it's not going away. Tick, tick, tick. I don't think it's possible. Tick, tick, tick. This is possible for other people, not for me. Stop knocking. I don't know how to do this. Tick, tick, tick. You don't have to do it alone. This is the thing where you're realizing it's actually not up to me. What I said is, when I do this, it's really not up to me. It comes through me. I have a little outline, but that's about it. It just comes. I trust that it comes, and it comes. And if it wouldn't, we probably have another great conversation. It's like, it's a high level of trust. It's a high level of courage. It's a high level of surrender. This is not your safety place. If you want safety, you go back to level 1 and 2, which is not really safety, but which is pretended safety. Okay, we think we are safe. So that is why we save up everything and we do it this way. Where's the excitement in it? Feel. If it's exciting, then it's your game. Then it's aligned. Even like, think about savings. If saving is exciting to you, there's an excitement to it. It's a level 1 way of saving. If it's because I'm so fearful, I will not have enough, the world is collapsing. Like, can you feel the difference? It's the same thing. It's just a different consciousness. So it's not the thing you are doing. It's the level of consciousness you are attuning with in that place. It's with everything. So if you can attune to the level 1 alignment, that is where miracles occur. That is where you've seen me creating things in very short time frame, like the physical body, the husband, the child, the home, the holidays, the amazing relationship with the ex, the business, for God's like, community, the money, over 7 figures. How did that happen? Like, that did not happen, I promise you, from reason and aligning to what I thought. I could never have guessed in my wildest dreams that this was possible. I would have thought if this would be the outcome at the end of my life, this is God honest truth, that would be a great life. That was how I was in it. So that what you have as an outcome at the end of your life, let's call that in by level 1 alignment. Okay, that's how we do it. We talked about intention setting and how you can set intentions or not at all, like none. It's also a way. And there's nothing wrong. Sometimes it's fun to just be and just to get bumped up about like whatever emotion is going on. It happens. And there's the level 2. Ooh, she is now asking an intention. Let's get a lot of words. And then there's the level 1. Let's connect and feel in. What do I want to create today? When it comes down to embodiment, when it comes down to level 1 experiences, what do I want to create? Put it in the chat. Yeah, put it in the chat. If you're listening to the replay, write it down. There's a thing about allowing yourself to be seen and expressed. Here, it's being seen in the chat. At home, it is seeing it yourself in written. There's a focus, an energy focus to it when you bring it into physicality, embodiment. There's a way how you can do it with the mind. It stays very multidimensional. Nothing wrong with it. Putting intentions into motion by clear energy direction is something different. I realize now, so I'm going to share this story. When I started, at my job, I was a social worker and I was very quick in everything I did. And sometimes there was like this moment a client would not show up and it gave me time because I was done with everything because I was always done. And I would start writing things, the things I really wanted. I want so many clients. I didn't have anything. And I would write it and I would continue to rewrite it until it was exactly the frequency I wanted. Okay, this is important. Words matter. It's not just like any words. You attuning to the frequency of the word and the word conveying the energy into motion, into the world is important. So taking time to write down your intention and to tomorrow morning look again and then rewrite. There's a lot of moments I write an email, ask Johanna, I leave it for a night, and then I look and I clean it up. I energetically clean up my emails before I send it to you until I feel it feels right. It's important to me. Look when you receive messages, emails, if the energy frequency feels clean to you. When you send out that, feel if the energy is actually connected, embodied into the words you put into motion, okay? This is a little bonus. I was not intending to say, but they showed it to me. They showed me all the colors I used to put into, like I used a lot of colors to write all of it. And again, different one. And no, this, I was so specific. It's not this word. And sometimes I couldn't come up with what is the word until I knew this is the frequency. When you catch the frequency, that means everything. In embodiment, it means everything. Let's see what you say. Courage to surrender completely. Yes. Open up and leave limitation thinking. And just feel, okay? Feel for a moment. What is the level one highest frequency? That is one of inspiration. So if you say leave, and this is not like, I love how you share, okay? So this is not about right or wrong. It's just to kind of give us perspective. If you say leave limitation thinking, what is the elevated state you want? Is it like divine embodiment? Is it activated presence in my physical body? Like, what is the thing you're aiming for? A lot of the times we're writing what we don't want. But when with energy, it's really like everyone knows this. It goes there where you like, so speak it into manifestation. It is really working this way. So clean it up and make sure that what you see is inspiring you. It's activating you. Level one. It's activating you in a higher frequency. It's activating you in a new state of being. It's activating you in that what you really want and that what you feel really excited about. Not the problem, like the opposite of the problem. Can you feel how that is different? That's a level two, the opposite of the problem. You want the activation. What is it? Courage. And then to surrender completely, like courage. I want to live bold and courageously in this lifetime. I want to live my dreams. Like, what is it? Just being truly me is fun and exciting. Like, what is the biggest thing? Is that the biggest you available, or is there something big? I love being in my physical body. I love expressing my gifts into the world. I love and adore having physical senses and attuning to the fun and the delight of this life. Okay? Can you feel the difference? And this is a way of activating a new level, level one way of setting intentions and being very clear around what you really want. It's not just, I have this problem, and if it would be this, that is me saying at the end of my life, if I would have achieved this, that would be really excellent. So I was aiming for the end of my life, I just collapsed time. Okay, so you can aim what you think is available maybe at the end of the life and just we collapse the time together, okay? But do not aim for next week. Do not aim for next year. Aim for that what you really want, desire. I intend to notice today my soulful energy vibration and remember that I came from the highest frequency of joy and bliss. Yes. Experience freedom, joy, love, abundance, and powerful empowerment, oneness, be me. I want to create space for myself and others to heal by surrendering completely. Abundance on all levels, centered self, fully abundant, alive, energized, vibrant. Can you feel how good that sounds? Just simple words, but it's like, yes, yes, yes. The system starts being activated by it. The system starts saying, yes, I want that. Yes, I want that. It's not a problem. It's just, I love this. What do you say? Continue, speak to me this way. Yes. Divine embodiment, full embodiment and expression, co-creating the new earth, a new way of being from within, treasure of our magnificent, to fully express myself, be me. And so the color you put into it is where your operating system starts reacting to, responding to. Why is this important? I just took a shower. Sometimes I do that, and then the download comes. And they said, embody. Now everyone knows energy, emotion, EM, energy, emotion, embody, okay? Energy, emotion, what wants to come into body or wants to come into physical form. Can you understand how important it is when we talk embodiment that when you decide the energy, emotion, that it is a level 1 energy? Because otherwise it will come into body, into shape, into form. And now, as you do not tune into a level 1 desire, it creates a need, it creates a struggle, but it will come into motion because embodiment is happening. There's never, like, it's impossible in this physical life not to create embodiment. Now the question is, what kind of embodiment do you want to create? So level 3 is where you see people being very physically orientated. They're not aware. They literally operate on a very physical level. Yeah, anyone? Nothing wrong with it. We know a lot of people who work in that way. It's a very human experience, an embodied human. A lot of you want the divine embodiment. That's something different. This is the human embodied, okay? The human. Or it is the very spiritual one who's very not embodied, also level 3. I lived this state, not as a very embodied human, but a very embodied human. Not very embodied at all. I was like living in a different dimension and having this physical thing, which I like. This is people who are very spiritual, who do not manifest, who do not create, like there's this missing component because they do not fully connect with their body. The energy emotion is as important as the body is. These people usually make the energy more important than the body, or the people make the body more important than the energy. Okay, level 3. You get the picture, right? You get the picture? Yeah. Level 2. This is where we allow ourselves to understand that we have a physical body. We have a physical body and we also have choice. So we know there's more to it. We understand spirituality, we understand manifestation, but we do not necessarily get the results in physical creation. So there is the missing component. There's like this and this. With the other one, it's either this or this, almost. Like, of course, it's not a 100, but say like 99 and 1 or something like that. Here it's like, okay, it's both there. It's just not connected through that infinity symbol. The connection is not flowing. This is where you've been following all the courses. You're doing all the things right. You're wondering, why am I not creating this? And there's other people actually creating this. You understand energy, you understand all the things, but the wealth stays the same, the health stays the same, the relationships does not seem to get into motion. There's a stagnant energy. It's like there's energy, There's physicality, there's awareness, but it's all loose elements. It's not this beautiful flow. There's a searching to it. This is the people who are doing this course and this course, what I said, which is because they try to figure it out the human way. They try to figure it out the human way, but through spirituality. Yeah. So it's, they are aware. I've been in this state. I was reading the books or I was like calling in the guides. And then when they would answer, I would kind of listen or not. And I would say, well, I'm not going to do this. Thank you. Or I would use them as a booty call, right? When I need you, I connect with you. And otherwise, oh, no, thank you. That is this level. And it's fine because there's this, I love spirituality and now I don't. I would read books and then I would stop. I would be done, like done with this whole thing. Okay, level 1 is where it is your jam. You are divine expression in motion. This is where you are tuned in with that highest frequency and you express it in the world. Listen carefully. This is not just being spiritual, people. This is, you have a very empowered human. This is the key to this level. I promise you, I can teach you this connection so easily. People always think that is the hardest part. It's really not. Teaching you how to connect with your guides and understanding energy is not the thing. The level 1 embodiment is about leadership. The level 1 embodiment is about next level courage, next level boldness, doing the things, choosing the things no one else does. This goes far beyond patterning, what other people say, reality. None of that matters here. This is you being fully connected to your soul, so dedicated to who you are, your light, and bringing that into expression far beyond reason. This is the divine frequency. So if you want divine embodiment, this is that. You will not get it by just following the course, another course, another course. You will not. This is you learning the thing, activating it, aligning it, embodying it. This is not activating, activating, no. You can't escape this way of creation. This is how we create on this physical plane. So the more you liberate the human to allow the greatness in, the easier it becomes. That means the release of guilt, the release of shame, the release of money things, the release of people pleasing, the release of, you know what. I'm just saying the things, okay? So these are the things. If you understand this, once you come into a level 1 embodiment, it doesn't feel like a choice. I'm just going to be very honest with you. Before I had the choice to either participate or not, do you think, of course I do have a choice, where you build something like I did, then I can say like, oh, no, I can't. So there's a level of commitment to really taking yourself into the game. When you have children, you know what I'm talking about. You can't just say like, oh, now I want to be a mom and now I don't. With a lot of things, we have that freedom. With this, of course, some people take the freedom, and let's face it, there's such a great connection that it always makes it impossible to do that. So there's like a choice of dedication. There's a choice of commitment far beyond love and light. Because if I would say it's love and light only, I would say what I'm encountering now is next level to what I was encountering 3 years ago. So my level of leadership, my level of allowing, my level of decision making, my level of activation, my level of alignment is in a different space than a couple of years ago. So if you're up for the divine alignment and divine like embodiment, it means you're up to impact in bigger ways than just you. It means you're willing to commit yourself to something bigger than you. You will not use the excuses like, I don't have the time. I always love it. I always think that's why they chose me, 4 children. Well, if someone could have an excuse about time, I could have like, I don't have the time. Not really, because I have it. So really, well, 5 children, I know if you have 4, it doesn't really matter anymore. So that will probably not be it. I don't have the money. I didn't have that either. Also not. My partner doesn't, well, my partner sometimes doesn't like it either. So it's like you go far beyond all of these reasons, which usually come here. There's a level of commitment. There's a level of integrity. You like it's your calling. This is your calling. And once you're in, you do not want to stop. This is nothing to do with survival mode. I feel horrible and now want to get out of this. This is like I'm being called into my greatness. I'm being called into this elevation. And it sounds like this is the journey I've been on. Like this is what I really wanted. So I'm curious. It's an undeniable calling. You can't stop it. That's exactly what I say. It continues to knock. Even if you're in the worst of all black shadows, like, oh, but you move yourself through it because it continues to call you. And doing this work into the world now is challenging. It just is. It's not the easiest. It's not. But it is the thing you came to do. It's your talent. It's who you are. So bringing yourself into that alignment, bringing yourself into that activation, allowing that desire to lead you, that is what is going on right now. And there's people who love to play with spirituality, which is great because they're awakening in their own way. And then there's the people who know it's time. There's the people who know it's time, and this is the thing they want to prioritize in their life. Okay. Does this mean at the cost? No. I'm going to have a 6-week holiday with my children after this. So no. Does this mean like I'm weekends off? So no. I'm with the children many days when they come out of school. So no, it's not at the cost. It's the quality you are willing to allow into your connection, into your alignment, into your life. And we can, because we are so intuitive, spend a lot of time. And I realized that when I was a social worker, I was assisting and helping a lot of people, including colleagues, including the people who did work there on the secretary. I mean, it didn't really matter who. They still invite me when they go away, right? It's like everywhere. It didn't really matter. Like they would invite me everywhere because it didn't matter. I was just there, whether it was someone at the reception and I would talk with them about their child or their husband, or it was like a client who was addicted, or it was like, it didn't matter. I was there. But do you know what happened to my energy? And this is important to understand. I was spreading myself very thin, giving all of my energy to a lot of people in physical form. It's a way. In order, but it's a level 2 way. Okay? It was at the cost of me. In order to stay in that level 1 zone, I had to understand that I'm not here to help the whole world, even though I can. I'm here to initiate leaders and create this level 1 experience for people so that they can do whatever they do in their families, as a social worker, as a therapist, in their business, whatever you do. So for you, it's to decide, where am I putting myself, spreading myself thin? And I'm trying to help all these people. And it isn't really exciting to me. It's boring. It feels like bringing water to the, like, it just isn't helping. If you're doing that, you're probably not using your divine power in the best way. I'm just saying. So this is a thing I just want you to understand. And what starts happening is, this is the beautiful thing, when you stop doing that, in my case, I resigned. I suddenly didn't have to take care of all of those people energetically. So what happened to my energy and my focus? Woof, on my calling. But when you continue to be in that environment where you feel the energy is being eaten, now you have a problem. So look at yourself. Are you living in a level 1 environment when it comes down to your work, your purpose, your relationship? You don't need, like, my family life is very dynamic. We go from level 3 to 1 and then, like, it's all over. Like, it's a very, but if I want to do my work in the world and I'm doing it here and there, I can do it in my family. I don't want to do it here. I want to talk to people like you who understand me, who can feel the message, who understand the message, and then who bring it in. Can I talk to addicts? Of course I can. I've done that for years. I'm very good in it. I can help anyone. Who do you want to serve? If we talk divine embodiment, what does that mean? What is the expression of you when it comes down to divine embodiment? Can be serving people, can be like expressing your art into the world. What is your soul's art? And where do you feel completely ecstatic? And I will share more about where I feel ecstatic in my work. I really do. When you create a level 1 environment for your soul's art, it is next level. When you create art and the person who receives your art is as ecstatic about the art as you are, wow. Do you know how good that is? Let's see what's going on. The so-called failure just means that there is a different approach to take. It isn't about us or our word at all. Trust there's a way, and the solution answer is already here. And you know, it's not even failure. It's like, and solution is also not even a thing. It's like, am I tuning into the vortex level 1 of my highest potential? That feels like magic. It is magic. It is the energy in motion. Am I allowing that to access me, my channel, so that it can flow through me and I can express it? Or am I allowing the level 3 and 2 activations to dictate my whole life? Because I'm so caught up in this, and I'm saying I want divine, like I want divine embodiment, really? I know how to get it. I know. Come to my world. I see a couple of you. I spoke to a couple of you right here. I know they live it. Does that mean they never touch a level 3? No, of course not. They do. And they know how to go up, back. They know how to charge themselves. They know all these things. See, I've experienced that. So I just can't energetically stay there. So that is why we are co-creating together. So if breathing is what we need in life, creating a space where you are activated on a level 1 every week consistently is important. Otherwise, you will go back to your level 2 and 3 because the reality is very strong. It's very physical. So you need to be very blind and like on a mountain, will that work? But if you have a busy life, it can be very challenging. This is why if people ask, how do you do it? Do you know how often I teach in a week? I start the day teaching, 7:30. Do you think I only teach for you? No, I teach for me because I receive the energy and we're in this together. I see the names, I know they're receiving, I see the comments later on. The activation is done for the day. I'm aligning myself at 7:30 in the morning and I know I'm sharing it with the world. It's a level 1 experience. And then they're like, but how can you do so much? It's not so much. It's allowing my soul's art to come forward. That is not a lot. That's actually very easy. It's just allowing it to come forward, being so tuned into my divinity. I always love it. It's never, even if I'm in a bad mood, because I'm human, I sometimes am. When I do it, I put on the camera, poof, divine, it comes. So I know, because I'm teaching it so often in a week, those are my moments of level 1 connection, very intentionally, together with my clients. And so there's a reason why I'm doing it. This was the whole reason what I wanted in my life. I wanted to have a level 1. I couldn't express the words. I wanted to feel like home. I wanted a soul connection. I didn't want the fluff. I just wanted to feel this energy, love, excitement, acceleration, like expansion, divinity, new downloads coming every time, new energies, new teams coming in. Like, it's so exciting. There's so much happening. Being in a space is like the candy store of my life. And you can literally, you could ask me any topic and we can make a 3-part series on it. Any topic, doesn't matter. Well, I want to go to this. And there we go. How exciting is that? To know that now I created this experience where me and you, we're all having the possibility to be in that level 1 community. Now, maybe you do not resonate with my energy. That might be the case. Find your level 1 community. Find your level 1 community where you just love to tune in. Yesterday during the mastermind, I'm not always here, but if I'm not here, I still feel connected. Do you not think that's great? That is the level. I'm not always here, but if I'm here, it's good. Do you need to be live all the time? No, sometimes you watch the replays. You just move in your life, but you know in the back pocket, they've got my back. I have a level 1 experience underneath speed dial every day of the week. I don't need to wait for that special friend or that beautiful program or that thing. I have it in my life, integrated. And so embodiment for me meant making very sure that I have this into place for me. And I realized I'm also part of my own mastermind. It's not necessarily a level 1 experience for me, but this place is, which is fascinating to watch. I thought it was normal. I thought being of this high level mastermind now, oh, wow, that's not necessarily what it is. Okay, interesting. So this is the space. Anyway, what are you getting out of this today? Let's see. Amen. Consistency, I think, is a key. It is for sure. If you are 24/7 in duality and you expect with 1 hour every month to like breathe yourself into divinity, that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, does it? Like, if you want to learn something, okay, I'm going to do that one day. I became very masterful because I'm in it all the time. Some of the people who are here, my clients, are very masterful because they choose to be in it every time. Do they choose it because they need it? I asked them yesterday, why are you part of my mastermind? I felt called into the space. That's it. Did you have a need? No. See, they didn't have a need. This is not a place for need. I hold space for desire. I hold space for powerful women and men who live and desire to live on the frequency of desire, divinity. That's it. Yeah. Oh, you thought you were going wrong when you entered the level 2 or 3. No, and we're like, This physical thing is who we are. We just thought, okay, now I need to be divine only. No, you can just, and then go back. In order to have a level 1 embodiment, you don't need to live it all the time. Okay? You don't. Let's just kind of make it more clear. But you understand the power of intention, you understand the power of desire, and you lead with that. You lead your decision making based on desire, not lack or need. That's the trick. That means you need to be bold, courageous a lot of the time. Make decisions that are not very comfortable because you feel scared, because it feels like a lot, because you are maybe disappointing someone, or you're stating, I really want this, but I don't know. Like, it's that. It's the free fall. Are you willing to operate in that energy? That's the divine, because you trust that the divine has got your back. And by now, I've learned they do that. They've got our back. We don't need to be perfect all the time. It's just being willing to align with those choices of desire, being willing to go all in. That's it. But if you're like tiptoeing around it and you expect divine embodiment, not putting in any investment, not going to work. There's a dedication to it. If you see an athlete, we see the difference. If someone is training like once a month or going for the Olympics, I'm going for the Olympics when it comes down to divine embodiment, all in. That's who I came to be. I want to be an Olympic when it comes down to divine embodiment. That means I'm never done. It's not like, okay, I always think that's fascinating. Let's do spirituality, and then I'm going to teach you 5 steps, and then you're done. No, it's the co-creation. It's the being in the space, allowing yourself to come home in a space where you belong. Let's see what a gift you are. Oh, thank you, Leticia. I love you. I'm so looking forward to the retreats. A lot of recognition. Yes, thank you. You are so welcome. Energy goes where you focus. Choose what you want to be. Your biggest expression. Lead by desire and excitement. Embodies energy, emotions, what wants to come in body, physical form. Yes. Liberate the human. Release all of it. Guilt, shame, pleasing. It's a next level thing. It's a next level brave thing, especially for us intuitives and empaths. This would be easy for someone who doesn't feel all the emotions, who doesn't feel all the resistance, but we actually do. So when we do, and we combine this high level of intuitive ability with leadership through our human, that's where the miracles start happening. This is where you are being called into. So many gems. Yes. So I actually want to continue to talk. This is always what happens. I never stop. And I also want to kind of bring this part to an end. So for the people, the soul ambitious people in here who feel more than enough, they don't want to have this next level. Thank you. For those of you who are excited about this co-creation, who are excited about becoming part of this level 1 next level experience, you stay. All of you who are leaving, I love you a lot, and I will talk to you soon. And for those of you who stay, I'm excited to share more. So I always wonder, like, how to explain what I do. And today I really want to hone in to the place I created, which is the accelerator, when I started my journey. I created this place and I upgraded it more and more and more, even last year, into a phenomenal place. It is a place filled with powerful ladies. It is a place filled with soul quality, beautiful variety when it comes down to the soul art of each individual. It's a place where these women choose from desire to be in the state and the place of co-creation. They're excited about all the energies which are coming in, all the new teachings, like the level of embodiment they see happening in their lives, the relationships, the divinity being activated, their gifts, like it's all in when it comes down to level 1 experience and when it comes down to level 1 activation, alignment, embodiment. It's a place where I hold the space for level 1, whether it is in the morning moments, five times a week, whether it is in the Q&A every week, which is next level because they tend to ask me level 1 questions. And so they will receive level 1 answers, whether it is in the practicum, where the participants, these beautiful souls, start coming together in groups of 2 online, like literally taking it into embodiment, practicing together with all the new next level. There's just so much available. Embodiment classes, everything is in. Now, I know you are gifted. I know you are ambitious. That's why I chose the word soul ambition, because this is a place for that level. It's a high level 1 experience. Do I belong there? Yes, if you resonate. If you feel excited, you belong. This is not about being perfect. This is not about how much, it has nothing to do with it. It's, do I want to create a level 1 experience in my life? Do I want to be part of this level 1 community, being in this energy all the time? Am I ready to embark onto this journey, into the commitment to who I truly am? And it's available for every single one of you. It just is. So if you feel called and you either want greater details, which I get, but I'm not going to share all of this. I just want you to understand it's a vibrational choice. It's this energy. There's like a very powerful collective of women in there, and you belong in there, so that it just assists you in the quantum leap very easily. It fast tracks you into level 1 experiences, activations, alignment, embodiment. If you desire this, what we're going to do is either you just know. I have 2 types. You either know, do you know, this is me, I'm ready. Okay. If you're that one, we will provide you with a link. So you email the team, meaning you just reply to an email and say, I would love to have the link. Price, investment. Sometimes people want to know. It is for 12 months, 5,555 euros, paying full, okay? If you want monthly installments, I do that for 555 euro. So if you do the math, when you pay in full, you get 2 months of discount. Now, I know for some people, they feel the calling. They want to be in, but they might not be ready to commit to 12 months. I know I created this experience with a 12-month intention because I know the level of like transformation available in 12 months. Okay, there's just something in that. I decided also to open a 6-month container. For those of you, because I do not want to exclude you when you know you are vibrationally ready, but it might be that the investment is too high. Okay, so that is the same. It's 555. Now pay in full is 2,900 something. Okay, do not something with 29. I think 2,999. That's for 6 months. What I will do is, because we will start at the end of August, before that, I will give you access to 12 hours of magic. This is so you are prepared when you start in August. This will give you clarity. Every single thing I'm teaching in here is a high frequency tool so that you can get clear on who you are, what is important to you as a soul, as a human, and that we already clean it out over the summer. No pressure, home, like you can just do it at your own pace, in your own home, 12 hours. Frequency foundation is what you will create so that when you start, Usually I put this as part of the month. Now you actually get a bonus. It's €1,000 bonus, okay? Just for you to know. You're welcome. So you can just listen to it. You can play with it. In this moment, like I'm gonna have a holiday, actually. I will have my team and we will create a couple of moments where you actually can ask questions. At the end, you also have a personal call. So we really assist you into getting you aligned before we start in end of August, okay, last week of August. If you want to know if this is for you or you're not really clear, like what is all included, like what can, I just need more details. I'm always someone who chooses like, I know, oof. I always thought everyone would choose that way. Some people just need a little bit more detail, okay? I see someone smiling on Marie, she's smiling. She's like, yeah, some people just need a little bit more time. If you're that kind of person, I will give you a link. Johanna will share the link so that you can actually schedule a call. The call is destined to see if this is a great fit for you, nothing more. Community means everything to me. Connection means everything to me, okay? This is desire. This is nothing like anything level 2, 3 experience, none of that. You will leave activated. Whether it is, this is mine, or, oh no, it's actually not mine. I want people into this experience who are in this zone. Why? Because I have over 30 beautiful women in there, and I want that frequency, which is there right now, I want to boost it with the same energy. Again, what if I'm not good enough? You are if you resonate. That's the only thing that matters. Then you can just relax, okay? For those of you who are like, I love this, but I actually want more. I want all in. This is my mastermind. I'm not going to share all the details. What it includes is access to everything. It includes a 4-day retreat on Ibiza in May next year. It includes personalized coaching days every month. It includes personalized activations, channeling sessions, connection sessions with me. So it's a lot of that. If you want to know the difference, schedule a call. That just gives us time to give you answers to all of your questions. If you feel called through desire, make a level 1 decision. The level 1 decision is if you feel the desire, you schedule the call. If you don't feel a desire, you don't. It doesn't mean, and this is a thing, we think, but now I need to do it. No, you just get to explore if this is for you. And because we only do divine alignment, it will be either perfectly for you or you will leave with a very full heart because you connect with our lovely Johanna and she is amazing. Ask any client, okay? So you can't go wrong. So either you ask for the link, but I also make sure that you will receive the link in an email, okay? But if you want, you can ask it here or you can just send an email and we will set you up. I am so ecstatic about what this will bring. I can feel the energy of all of you coming into alignment and for everything what is going to happen. It's going to be so good. This is not a dream. This is real. This space, what you have been experiencing, is not a dream. This is actually the reality. And this reality is something we're going to bring into the world by connecting. I can see you, Kate. Are you crying? It's real. Yeah, I can see it. It's real. You've been waiting for this and it's real. It is here. We are here to co-create together. Anyway, I just love you all so much. It was such a delight to co-create with all of you. I feel touched and I feel honored and I feel full. And I'm so looking forward to connecting with you and co-creating on bigger levels. So Johanna, can you unmute everyone?